Alright, for today's review, I have the Fimi A3. I know this is an older drone, but this is the first time that I've had a chance to review it. I just got it in not too long ago. So I'm going to give it a try. Real quick, the nice thing that I do like about it, it'll take some getting used to, is that it has its own little FPV screen in here, and I'll try to record the FPV on the screen and try to show you what I'm seeing while we go through it. So just to go over it real quick, there's no sensors at the bottom or anything like that. It does have a fan in it. It has a port here for adding stuff like a servo to do a drop or stuff like that. But there's not much to it. It's just a drone with a 1080p camera. The battery's removable. The thing about it is it's a lot cheaper. It's a little over 200 bucks. And again, you have the FPV included. So we'll just get it up in the air and we'll do a first flight and we'll go over all the features in a future video. Okay, we're ready to go, so I'm going to record the screen by hitting this button here. And you can see that's flashing up at the top right, so I should be recording the screen. So I'm in GPS mode. Let's go ahead and take off. I'll turn the sticks. Let's try out and to the right, or out and left and right. That didn't do it. Let's turn them in. It's a very quiet drone. Go ahead and spin it around. It's got the white LEDs in the front. There it is up close. Show you the gimbal at work. Okay, for first flight, all I want to do is record some video and get it up to height. So right now I'll record video. We'll try hitting this button here, see what this does. That wasn't it. We'll try the left one back here. We'll hold it. Video is recording and it's recording on the screen. Okay, let's get it up to our normal 400 feet. So we'll just go ahead and push out. Let's drop it into sport mode. Right now I'm going 22 miles an hour. Drop it into sport mode and push out. Right now I'm 1,600 feet away. You can see I have some static. It's using analog FPV. See me drop for a little bit. 2,000 feet away. Now, just as a reference, my Zino would get about 3,000 meters, and I think due to software, it would just lose signal. So we'll see if I can get out to 3,000 with this. It's very snowy on my screen, but I can still see it. I'm at 3,000, so it does go just as far as the Zino does, and still can see my screen somewhat. I'll pop it back into GPS, and I'll try to aim my antennas better. And it's very snowy on the screen, but I can still see this moving. See, I've lost FPV. I want to see if it automatically comes back. I'm almost 4,000 feet away. I have FPV back, and again, it's really snowy, but I can see it. It's like the old school quadcopters used to build that had the analog FPV. Okay. Maybe I'll throw some range extenders on here and see if that'll get me out a little farther. So I can barely see anything on my screen. I'll try flipping them straight up towards where I'm going. Still pushing out. Can barely see what's going on. But I do have the display at the bottom still showing I'm moving out, even though my FPV is gone. Okay, so that seems to be about it. Let's go ahead and hit return to home and see when I start to see the signal start to come back in. So I do see that I'm decreasing at the bottom. My distance is coming closer to me, so that's good. Like I said, with some of the other, so it did disconnect eventually and it is returning home. So I'm at 4,000 feet away, and I'll just let it return and see how close it gets to the pad where we took off. There we go, starting to come in. Now the thing about it is maybe I can change it, but it's returning home the same way it went out. It did not turn around and return home, so it's pretty much just going backwards to return home. This one went 1,000 meters. I can still see FPV, and again, this was only a little over 200 bucks, and the accessories for it are pretty cheap, and I don't have to worry about my phone, having my phone charged up. This has its own little FPV screen. It's rechargeable, and I can record on the screen also if I wanted to do that. So it's coming home. We'll see if I can adjust anything while it's coming home. I'll try to lower the height. Height is coming down. My distance, so as soon as I hit the sticks, it stopped returning home. Nope, it's still coming home. Let's turn it around. Maybe I could have turned it around while it was coming home. Nope, it automatically goes backwards whenever it's returning home. So again, maybe that's something we can change. Safe landing. Alright, I don't think I had the controller charged up enough, but seemed to be only about a 10-minute flight time with it. It is very cold out. I did push it out into sport mode some. Going out, you can expect around 15 minutes or less with this drone anyway, so you're not getting a whole lot of flight time with it, but it is, you know, under or right around 200 bucks, so you do get what you pay for. It is a nice entry drone to get into it. The gimbal works really well. It's a 2-axis gimbal, not a 3, and we'll see how that looked in the video whenever I post it. And tell me what you think of the A3. I'll do some more tests on it, test the flight modes a little more in depth, get more into the camera settings, and we'll just check it out some more. Alright, that's it for this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and stay tuned for more videos. Alright, thanks for watching.